There we go. All good. That's all good. We're fine now. Thank you. The audio should be fixed today. You might be wondering, what do you mean? I realized after the live stream yesterday, the Jay Chow one, that I had a really aggressive gate setting, and so it was cutting out whenever I did stuff. So that was fun. Just gonna turn that on Streamlabs so people can see. Just gonna make sure I've set this to this. Turn that down low, just so that you don't deafen you guys. Turn that down to up to 60. Nope, because that'll be bad for you guys too. And then 60, and then it's 10, and then it's 10. Yeah, that should be good. That should be good. I think we're good to go. Sup, Shredders! My name is Logan, aka Spider Hands, and welcome to today's SP fan requests number 16. Just before I start copying down names, and I'll chat to everyone in the chat. I've made an executive decision today. The decision that I've made today with these fan requests moving forward is that I'm going to be doing 3 minutes. 3 minutes per song. And the reason that I'm going to be doing 3 minutes per request is because we have a lot of people that come in, right? A lot of you guys come in, and because the limit with these songs is 5 minutes, it's just we get through less songs often than we could if we lowered the amount of time that we had them playing for. So basically, this is just an attempt to get more people's songs heard during these fan requests. And I figure that we should be able to get through 25 to 30 songs as opposed to the 16 to 20 that we are at the moment. So I'm just going to say hello to everyone while I do this. I'm just going to unpin that message here. Sup, Shredders. Welcome to the live fan request live stream. Have a great time and feel free to say hello in the chat. Cool. Hello, Shen Da, miss you. Martin Wang, Harden Plus, K Kaku, KLC, Jason Huang, Alani, Andreas, Kise, miss you again, Paul, LC, Harden Plus again, Ben, Harden Plus, UO2, Lenny, 1185, Mr. Z, and here we go. Now I can start copying. Whoosh! I know. How are we gonna do this then? But I want to make sure we get through as many songs as possible. It's tricky, because, yeah, if I tell you what. This will be the last one we do 5 minutes. But for live streams moving forward, we'll do 3. Okay? So, if that's the case, just because I didn't give you guys advance warning about the 3-minute rule, we'll do 5 minutes today. And we'll go from 3 minutes from that point onward, okay? It's just because otherwise I have literally half the list of people. And just people miss out, and it sucks. So anyways, I'm going to copy this. I got the quiz down here. So amended 5 minutes today. 5 minutes today. But for future live streams, it'll be 3. Yeah. So yeah. So what do we got? Let's continue. Thank you to all your requests, by the way. Thank you for everyone so far. This is Kisei with Buddy Rio. Let's go. Is it the ba-boom? Ba-ba-boom. The ba-ba-boom. The ba-boom. I just love the punchiness of the drum kit as well. It's splendid. It's so charmingly kind of like electro goth, you know, the post-wave phase of it. That I don't know what genre is this. Who was Kisei? What genre is this? I don't know what genre this is, but I dig it. Thank you. I'll give that a like. I'll give that a like, eh? More of that, please. More of that, please. But thank you to Kisei from that. We got Tsunami, Radio Edit DVBBS here. I assume it's probably this one. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Tsunami. Again, the builds here, dude. It's mostly going to be electronic stuff today, isn't it? Yeah, again, I mean, I think I'm familiar with this. I do quite like this as well. It's a dope track. What hits me is like the cleanness and the clarity of the bass response and everything else, sort of like instrumental wise. And how punchy those like little plucks are as well. It's a vibe, dude. It's a vibe. Where are we going? Again, that chord note groove is so strong, it kind of slams you a bit, doesn't it? Gonna... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose like when there's a short form, it's kind of more of a reaction than a review, isn't it? J Ibiza Club. Yeah, Ibiza Club? What is Ibiza Club? Like, what is an Ibiza Club? Yeah. The vocal chops as well are great here. The vocal chops are a nice additional element in this second lot. I'm not sure who DVBBS and Bourgeois are. Again, we're just smashing out, dude. It's just a consistent vibe. I think with a lot of these tracks, you have that one thing that's released and kind of, you have layers taken away and added to it. When you don't have a voice, your imagination allows you to just kind of fill in the dots. And just it's a funny way to end it, isn't it? With little wiggly synths and stuff like that. I wouldn't have necessarily thought that's what you wanted to do. Ibiza is a small club in Spain. Most of Euro youth go there for vacation, also best DJs. Oh, so that's like a really big club scene. Is that right? So it's like where all like the cool rich kids go to go and like vibe in Ibiza. Is that where they get like really drunk and go on like massive parties and stuff like that? The radio, it's sure the original's 5 minutes. Ah, I see. Thank you. Ah, I'm just completely starting a different song. But Jay, that was a dope track. Can I edit that? I can't edit that. Yeah. I can see people are chatting about it. I'm gonna like translate these so I can keep up. Um, yo, okay. Whoa. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Hang on. Because I have the power of translation. The power of translation there. Look. I, I do the Patreon stuff at a massive discount to what I do on Fiverr. It's like 40% less to purchase your monthly Patreon video than it does through Fiverr, right? I have people that go and spend 20 to 25 bucks USD on a review via Fiverr when they could do it for 12 via Patreon. You're getting a video, and like to be clear, the clients that produce their own individual music, I don't allow them to go via Patreon for that. Patreon is an exclusive thing for fan requests. I've had like clients through Fiverr be like, okay, why can I go through your Patreon? It's cheaper. And like, I say to them, actually, you know what? Like, no, because I wanted to. There are 30 slots, and that's specifically for people who are fans of the channel and who want discounted videos. Because I don't really feel comfortable, right? Charging people, especially when 20 bucks is a lot of money for people in certain parts of the world, right? It's not cheap. It's not cheap, you know. Um, the Patreon, literally for me, yeah. Oh, people are entitled to their opinions, but I put just as much effort into my Patreon content as I do into my typical reviews, and I enjoy my time with it. So I'm really sorry to hear that some people are not particularly happy with the situation with this. If it's a deal breaker, that's totally fine. It's totally fine. I understand that it's difficult. However, the fact that I'm taking my Sunday, my one day off to do these fan requests so that I can connect with the community and do requests for people for free, you know, on my Sunday, you know, it's cool. It's cool. It's all right. I thought that, yeah, it's okay. It's cool. Okay. We're gonna continue. We're gonna continue. I'm a little bit salty, but that's okay. People are allowed to have opinions on stuff. It's cool. It's cool. That was a great track though. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. We've got Silk Hat next by UO2. UO2. This is a nice song. Not the loop version. Is there like a non-loop version? Is there? Oh, Silcat, this one, right? I appreciate the support, Ting. I'm not sure if we're gonna get to play that today. But you're more than welcome to like come, right? So literally just while we talk about this as well, for anyone who is an SP patron, the SP patron fan request is going to be next week, and anyone who's an SP patron gets priority pick in that queue. I don't know why this is making that sound now. It's cool. Probably too late to submit a request right now. To be fair, I have been we've been having some serious discussions today. There's already a lot in the queue. I'm just gonna go through it, and we're just gonna have a nice chill vibe, I think. But hopefully this is the right version. Thanks to people who've been supportive of my decisions today. Appreciate it. And yeah, no, Elsie, I would love to go to Ibiza, although I'm not sure what the situation is there with like COVID and stuff, you know? Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the system with the queue is literally Ting. It's cool, yeah. Literally with these fan requests, like, this is part of why I want to. I know we've talked about it a lot. This is why I want to reduce the time spent on a track, is because we get so many requests within the space of like 30 seconds at the start of the stream. But yeah, definitely, if you come along next week, Ting will be able to do your request for sure. It won't be themed, so it can be whatever you want. It does kind of remind me of a K-pop song, Jay. Absolutely. Again, the musicianship is absolutely incredible, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. The right hand technique is phenomenal, dude. I'm really blown away by the talent on display here. I know that like there's a clear thing that's instantiated here, but like, how do you even imagine all those notes and play them? You know? How do you even manage this? Does Seiji Igusa do music outside of this? Like, have they done collaborations? Kind of curious. Let's check that out. Oh, so they've got lots of little albums. They've even got like a Christmas album. Oh wow, there's all sorts of songs here, eh? Like, just I want to sort of just say something else as well. The thing is, I was planning on like live streaming Jay Chou's first, second, and third album reviews in full on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the week of Jay Chou's album release. I was going planning because I don't have tuition work at that point. I was planning on live streaming those 3 albums from start till finish on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, because I want to have better versions of those reviews. Additionally, I wanted to do the top 5 of Jay Chou on the Thursday, just so that I could pay homage to him as kind of a Jay Chou celebration week, you know? There's stuff that I'm doing when I have time off, because I enjoy doing this stuff. My right hand is also stronger than left one. Again, like, look how crazy it's going right now, you know? It's absolutely wild, man. Oh, dude. And this dreamlike, man. If I had an ounce of this dude's talent, although to be fair, if I hadn't done the drums and the bass and just focused on the guitar, maybe we'd be there, you know? We go here. Yeah, exactly. Again, like, just to finish it like that, it's so clean and so smooth and so colorful, you know? I can't even fathom it, dude. Like, for someone just to be able to articulate themselves that well in a way that is just one instrument as well. Like, how do you even think of this? The order of the songs. Yeah, they're down here, man. We got a bunch of them, dude. We got a bunch of them. Lots of songs. Yeah, it's just down here. So the potentially what I could do is like move that up to maybe here and then move that up a little bit. I think that might be good. So that gives you a little bit of extra room to kind of check them out, okay? So the cue's just down here. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Jay. It's very good for like a drama like that, I think. Thank you to UO2 for sending this through. I really appreciate it. Okay. Great time. And thank you to Shen Yida. Thank you. I translated your comment there. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. The lens can't see the sequence. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So we're just figuring out the cogs, you know? The window's kind of cut off. Is it? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I totally didn't realize that I'd set it so that I was big. I'm really sorry. This is what happens when I get a bit. I lost track. I I apologize there. Hopefully this makes more sense now. Is that okay? Sorry. Is it better now? Sorry about that, guys. Man, it's yesterday with Jay Chow's album went so smoothly, dude. And then I fix the audio and I have the gating fine. And then like I forget to change the window. It's okay. It's all good. And yeah, Jay, it is my hands are clean. Hands are clean. It's all good. It's all good. All right. We're gonna continue. That was a fantastic song from Yo2. Cheers for your request. We've got Infinite now. TikTok. Instrumental. Hey, instrumental. I mean, we've got TikTok here. I assume that this is it. Am I right? I don't see there's none in New Zealand, dude. I'm in New Zealand. We don't have the instrumental. No. There is no there's no instrumental version. None. What? Infinite. The origin. No, it's not existing, dude. I can't see it. Okay. 30 seconds for new instrumental. I'll be right. Okay. So I'm gonna go screen time and display. I'll be right back. Okay. Right. I'm back. All right, have we picked a song? Okay. So good. We can take a pill. We can take a chill. Is that it? All right, thank you. There we go. Hello. Hello. Who's this? Sup, Cheng Sui Yi? Cheng Sui Yi? Is that right? Sup? That bass response, though. The sizzly sense. It's gorgeous, though, dude. It's like, you don't even need lyrics on top of it. It's catchy without that, you know? The entire album instrumentals of the group songs are super amazing. Damn, dude, that's kind of wild to think that they managed to do all of that, eh? Ah, thank you, Jay. Yeah, New Zealand is kind of weird with the way it's filtered out and stuff like that, eh? I've just realized as well, I don't have the... Why don't I have the display capture? There's the display capture. What am I doing with my life? Like, just need to take a breath, right? Oh, I get it. I think I pressed space, and what happened was it got rid of the window. That's what happened accidentally. That's great. Cool. Yeah, because I mean, why? It's kind of weird that they wouldn't release it, you know? We'll get through this. We got an hour and a bit to go, guys. We'll get through plenty of stuff. How do they know how to put the clang, clang, clang in there? How do they figure out when to put that? How do they know when that's appropriate? I've got so many questions, man. Oh, okay, I see. Thank you, Miss Hugh. I chill, RC. It's so good. I'm chilling. It's so good. Thank you. Thank you. Again, it's very kind of neoclassical and kind of dramatic with it, isn't it? TikTok. It does kind of sound like the clock, the big chimey clock is ticking. The strings kind of highlight what the vocal melody would have been, which is kind of fun. Yeah, exactly. It's a fun idea. It's a fun idea. I like it. It's very creative. It's kind of, it allows you to sort of hear the magic behind a lot of what is essentially vocal-oriented music, where there's always little intricacies that you might not sort of pay attention to otherwise. Which is a shame, really, because there's a lot of magic in the production as well as the instrumental and the vocal parts. But thank you for that choice. That was great. TikTok, instrumental. I'm glad we could find that. I'm glad that we could find this. Thanks to Jay for the help there. Thanks for that. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I remember there was a time where we were struggling to get your songs in. Miss you, but I'm glad that we managed to get there. It's good. Great track. So that was Infinite TikTok. We got Andreas. Maybe she will. To the skies from a hillside. Nice. Let's continue with this one. Actually, from memory, a lot of Andreas' stuff is actually sort of it comes as instrumentals. So it'll be interesting to see what we do here when we've got that much of a focus at it. Thanks for your. I love the intricacy of the drum beats and the guitars on the side. It's gorgeous, dude. Oh, a little break there? Are we going for like a 17, like a 9/8 or something like that? That's a good choice there. I like the... Or is it 5/4? Or are we working with triplets? I'm confused. That guitar is filthy, dude. I love it to pieces. It's a cool break, yeah, absolutely. What I love about it is I would never have expected us to go heavy in this part, and it just hits you like a train. That bass response, clarity of the drums, the punchiness of it. And the strings on the side is such a lovely combination of elements. Like, you know that when you've got a song that's an absolute banger, when that song allows you to basically it makes you want to write music. Something like this makes me want to write music. It inspires you, you know? And these buzz rolls. Gradual crescendo. It's got a weird sort of vibe to it. Like, it's heavy without being heavy. How do I say it? Like, I think the guitar is less aggressive than I'd... Maybe the production is just so clean that you almost are in a position where... How do I say this? It's less gritty, but it's more palatable because of that. I think this would be a great way for people to sort of transition this kind of music if they're... You know... Tapped guitar parts as well? Dude, what else are they going to throw in here, man? The performances are insane, dude. I was here for a moment, and then I was gone. The occasional open hi-hats as well, just a little bit of a sync in that triplet groove is great. And the piano on the right, how it sparkles, you know, how it sparkles and dances around. It's cool. Yeah. All right. See you, Jacob. Take care, dude. Take care, my man. And these tremolo effect parts as well. Like, honestly, this is an absolute masterpiece, man. The build here that I've gotten is so subtle, yet at the same time, it's so vigorous. That eclectic energy here. And this is lovely, kind of eerie resonance there with these reverbs and effects chains on the guitar parts in here, especially after it's that wall of sound that we had before. Lovely contrast in regards to the dynamics. It's a story. I'm not sure, to the skies from a hillside. I'm not sure how you could even attempt to improve that. I would love to know how they wrote this. It's a really beautiful song. Andreas, is this album a listen? I wouldn't actually mind like listening through one of these tracks, because the thing that I appreciate about Andreas's choices when he comes in for these fan request live streams, and I appreciate everyone's, but Andreas typically brings in music that is completely out of left center, kind of like Aldrich Yang, I think, as well. Now he's another dude who brings out the kind of the interesting stuff. It kind of blows me away. Just all these sort of indie bands that I never heard of that I wish I had growing up. It just goes to show just how much undiscovered. I mean, to be fair, they have got hundreds of thousands of plays, so not entirely undiscovered, but just yeah, I love that the one saving grace of Spotify is that it will eventually show you stuff that it will blow your mind, right? You just got to keep listening. But that was Andreas's pick, Miles Davis Quintet, "It Never Entered My Mind" from LC. Thank you to Andreas for your choice. We got the Miles Davis Quintet though. Let's go. What are you doing? This brass though is gorgeous, dude. I love this old school recording quality. When was this released? It was 2020. Music from and inspired by the film Birth of the Cool. Damn, dude. It pops, dude. Resonance of the brass there, along with the humanity behind it, you know? And the roundness of that double bass, it hasn't been sterilized by notch filtering. It's a trumpet. I believe it is a trumpet. I could be wrong. Please, can someone please tell me if that isn't a trumpet? If it isn't, then I'm losing my mind. I'm a chick in the chat. '60 is wild, man. Music from the 1960s is pretty dope. Like, if you think about music from that time period, like when the Beatles came out and everything like that, it was such an important part of music history, you know, that era. And also, just very quickly, just gonna make myself big for this, and I won't forget to make myself smaller this time. I literally copy the requests after I go live. So I put some messages up about saying I wasn't live yet, and then then I copied the song requests that came after my messages about actually going live, if that makes sense. So this is all on my end. So I apologize if it's different for you, how you see it on your end, but I can promise you that I'm literally copying verbatim. Like, it'd be way too much effort for me to be sort of manipulating the chat and like putting them in a weird order. You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely what it is. It's as I received it. Yeah. So don't worry about it. It's all good. Yeah, late night jazz, my dude. Andreas, late night jazz, absolutely. I love it. Like, exclusively, this is the only reason I want to get a vinyl player, is to listen to this kind of music and sort of pretend that I'm sophisticated. Alright, you want that one? Cool. We'll add that in there. Go in there. Where is RC? Where is RC, though, in this list? Oh my goodness, there's so many people. Here we go. There we go. Excellent. Oh, it's so beautiful, dude. Again, there's kind of boxy tone to the recording that instant puts me in the frame of mind that it was recorded using like old school recording equipment, right? I love it though. You know, I love it because it gives me that kind of organic. It sounds like you're in the club with them. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, they would. Yeah, absolutely, LC. Yeah. That's why I'm gonna limit it to 3 minutes, because there's so many people, guys. There's so many requests. Me too, dude. I have some bands that get in touch and they're like, "Yo, do you have a vinyl player? Because we want to send you a vinyl for you to review." And I'm like, "I would love to, but I don't have one." And they're like, "Oh, well, can you get a vinyl player, please?" I would love to have a collection. I would love to have a collection of the vinyl that I review. Do you know what I mean? It would just be so cool to like have a wall of vinyl that you can go, "Oh, I remember when I reviewed that band." That's the power of physical media. You associate positive or whatever memories with it, you know? I love the free nature of these piano lines here and how articulate and both collaborative at the same time they are with the double bass, the drums, and the brushes there. That lovely smooth crispness to it. I really wish that I could read it natively. I suppose I can use DeepL if I want to. And what I love about it is just the way that the different instruments are phrased in a way that is appropriate for them. Like, you can hear that the piano's playing more notes than the trumpet. The trumpet is more of a voice than anything, you know? Really? Oh, damn, there are differences. Oh, we listened over 5 minutes. Sorry, I just completely was in a trance with that one. It never entered my mind. Oh, what a beautiful musician! What spectacular music! You know, for a song to kind of lure you in and get lost in it. I kind of can imagine sitting in like a hazy bar with a cigar in my hand. You know, bourbon on the rocks with the other, a nice suit, listening through that. You know, it's makes me nostalgic for a time when I wasn't alive. But thank you, LC. Thank you for that. We got the next track from Lanny1185. I'm seeing a lot of me being mentioned. I'm gonna copy it. Yeah, exactly. Here's my no, I don't want to take it over. I'm trying. It's the primary reason for this. the 3-minute thing is just so that I can get people's songs reviewed, or through these fan requests. And if they're 5 minutes, 2 hours is not enough time. But I also don't really have more than 2 hours in a day because it's a Sunday and it's my one day off. Okay? Yeah, exactly. Imagine vinyl in your lounge. It'll sound like they're playing live. Exactly, dude. Exactly. That's the beauty of vinyl, man. But thank you to LC for that choice there. We've got Wu Ji instrumental version, the Untamed OST next. Kind of careful with this one. Is it here? Wu Ji. So there's like the Untamed. Can I go like Wu Ji? What if because I'm having to do like chemistry right now. About that. Oh, Wu Ji instrumental version. Ah, this one. Yeah? Is that it? The instrumental version. Is this it? The sparkly, beautiful, pretty lights, man. Nice signal change there. Reverb change on these passages. And there's some 80s kind of synthy bits going on as well there in the background. I like how we're going back to the 80s and 90s with some of these sort of more electronic synthy aspects of the mixes. Okay, we've got that similar kind of sort of a trill there with similar progression I've heard in a lot of stuff in that part of the world. Nice interval harmonies there on the top with the piano part on the right. Can someone please remind me of what this instrument is here? Because I forget what it is and I feel bad about it. But I'm enjoying my time with this track so far. It's kind of pretty. Again, like for it to come in the halfway song, it's kind of it's an easy palette cleanser where you just have the piano parts and everything, and it sounds there's almost a lack of a lead voice there. It's like an open expanse, and then suddenly you have the development in the center of the stereo field, and it's a modulation or like an adjustment of the original theme there with a little bit of extra kind of flashiness in there, but nothing too much more, you know. Yeah, I just wasn't sure what kind of flute it was, that's all. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was a specific kind or not. It's a damn fine flute, though. Great texture to it. Oh, do they? Right, thank you. Thank you. They play a flute in the drama. That's good to know. I mean, I didn't know that. I don't know what the Untamed is. What's the Untamed about? I don't know. I don't know what it's about, but I want to know. Okay, I'm gonna go Lenny, what's the song about? I don't know, but it's cool. Look, oh, hang on. Oh, no. Nah. Nah. Nah, 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 nah. Look. Look. No, no, stop. No. Okay. I have people regularly send through 6 to 8 minute tracks. Okay? Now, if I was to actually review those in like a 2-hour live stream, we might get through 10 or 12. 10 or 12, maybe 14 if we're lucky. And again, like, nah, we're not doing that. No, we're not. Because then, what you gotta understand is that makes 10 people happy. 10 or 12 people happy. And like, people are coming here to get their music reviewed, or for me to check out their music, right? So if I limit it to 10 or 12 people, only 10 or 12 people a week get their music checked out. Whereas if I limit it to 3, 20 to 25 people can. It's literally helping twice as many people. Additionally, what you have to understand is that sometimes there might be a track which people don't like, but that someone's chosen. If that track is really long, people might just not be interested in it. And if I commit to playing the whole thing, especially if I don't like it, it's really rough. Yeah. So I don't think that I get that people are like unhappy about the 3-minute rule. I know, but there are like 5,800 subscribers on this channel. A lot of them are asking me to review music, and because I'm not some money grubbing piece of crap, I'm trying to get people to go to these fan requests so they can get it reviewed for free. And if they want a full video, they can go through the Patreon. Okay? All right? Cool. Untamed is a Chinese drama about two dude vibing. Oh, dope. That's cool. And the novel is more intense. I see it's more intense. Well, that's fun though. Nothing wrong with the novels being more intense. Nothing wrong with the novels being more intense. It's all good. Thank you to Lanny1185 for that though. I know this has been a tricky live stream. I know there's definitely people that are not super duper happy about it. But it's better to set it now than later on, okay? Elephant Jim. Let's go. From K Kaku Soup. Oh, Kay, what have you brought into the studio today? Sorry, what is this? How do they play that well? What is this craziness, dude? It's so eloquent. It's so colorful. I love how like energetic the bass playing is and the precision and technique involved. But also you got these jangly guitars on the side, right? Yeah, like, this has been a tough stream. I'll be honest. But it's okay. It's just the deal with being on YouTube, right? Yeah. Nice change here. It's good to have the baseline shift. I really appreciate that. And those fills as well, dude, are sensational. The tom work and the ghost notes. And that tone on the guitar as well, how scratchy it is. Fascinating little bit of adjustment there. Math rock. I just love. Who would you recommend? Kay, who would you recommend to Who would you recommend with Math Rock to go check out? It's kind of wishy-washy, isn't it? It's kind of wishy-washy. Audio Tree live version, finger. It's very busy. Yeah, absolutely RC. You know, generally, I couldn't really recommend a track being this heavy because there's almost... Really? Toe. Thank you, Andres. I wouldn't necessarily recommend people, like, this is too busy for me personally. Like, I'm enjoying my time with it simply because I've accepted it. But if someone was unfamiliar with this type of music, it might be a little bit overwhelming, right? Yeah. It's nice to have the intensity just kind of go down a little bit, like just to step off the accelerator a little bit, you know? Oh, really, Paul? That's cool. What? No way, they're only a three-piece band. Well, I mean, I know this is like a pretty kind of brutal comparison, but when you look at Animals as leaders, right? Animals as leaders. I love my Periphery. I love my Animals as leaders. I love my gent and progressive stuff. You look at Animals as leaders, they're like a three-piece, aren't they? And look at how much they can do, right? I will allow this one simply because she's not singing a song. She's not like singing words. She's not telling a story. She's using her voice as like an instrumental device or a melodic device. I will allow it. It's very close to that line, but it's okay. I will allow it because it's like not a word story thing, you know? Because if you think about it, like we had earlier stuff like Tsunami, and I think they had like vocal chops in there as well, you know? Kind of like saying goodnight, isn't it, at this point? Now, I think just before we continue, I'm just gonna go boop, 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 over here. Thank you, Chang. Sui Yi. Thank you. I'm looking forward to reviewing Shang Yu Xing as well. With this finger, the song here, Not only was the instrumental performance and the technicality and proficiency and also the emotional depth and just the complexity and the overall journey we went on so fulfilling, but also I would love to give a shout out to the quality of the post production because that as a live performance is damn near flawless in regards to how it was recreated by the audio team. I'm blown away by that. This was an absolute gem, and I'm actually going to follow these guys because I think the Elephant Gym are a fantastic act, you know? So thank you to Keikaku Soup for that. We got Martin Wang next. Yeah, Martin Wang. Let's continue, eh? Let's do this. Ah, excellent. Thank you. It's nice when these songs are easy to find, eh? Rage Beneath the Mountains by Yu Ping Shin and Hoyo Mix. It does kind of sound like there's some rage going on here with these really kind of intense string parts. Really? Because I think like Ting has helped me try to understand how the Genshin Impact stuff works. Do you reckon it's worth checking out Genshin Impact? Like as someone who's never played one of those before, do you think it's worth like getting into it? Will it make me want to? Will it help me stop playing Stardew Valley less? I love the sound of that instrument there. It's absolutely phenomenal, dude. Is that like a Gu Sheng or like a Pipa or a something like that? I'm really trying to remember the names of these. I remember the names, but I got to sort of identify as well the actual. Yeah, so thank you, Bijno. While I think we have got too much on the list to review today, if you would like me to review music for you and make videos for you, please join the Spider-Hands Patreon and become an SP patron. That's where I do the monthly music reviews for people. Again, please don't go through the Fiverr page for reviews. Please go through the Patreon. Okay? We'll probably do. I think we've got another fan request next Sunday though. So if you don't want to, if you could come that time and check it out, it'll be all good. I'm keen to hear more of Fei Wong. To be fair, eh? I love how it sounds like we're dancing above the skies, man. Ooh, that guitar though, my goodness. The goodness is so sinister, dude. Erhu, damn, thank you. Thank you, RG Right, I appreciate it. Erhu. This is a guitar though, right? I'm hoping this is a guitar. Otherwise, my entire life as an instrumentalist has been a lie. Oh, the mixing on that guitar with the bass drums and the orchestra, that's phenomenal, dude. Good, I'm glad this guitar. There's a lot going on with that guitar there. It's a very busy mix. I couldn't hear everything nice and clearly. I don't think they necessarily want to have a specific lead element that stood out amongst the rest. It was more about a vibe than anything, you know? Hang on, there's vocals in this one. There's vocals, but they're like... Oh, this is right in the line. There's vocals in this, and they're saying words. Are they saying words? Is this an instrumental? I don't know, chat. I don't know if this is... This... I suppose it's tricky, because it's mostly instrumental, but even if there's a bit of words, is that still an instrumental? Yeah, I think we get the vibe of this. It's very close to not being an instrumental track. It's like got the... Yeah, I get you. I get you, Martin. I get you, dude. Yeah. I mean, it's supposed to be fair. It's one of those tracks where even if they are talking, it's more like a percussive thing or something like that. I suppose you could say the rap is kind of like percussive, isn't it? Rap, not so. I don't know. I'm getting myself in trouble. But there's Rage Beneath the Mountains, anyways. Thank you to everyone today who has been good with doing the theme of the track, which has been instrumentals. It's been nice to hear music that is not vocal based. I really appreciate being able to check that out. We've got Cannon Rock by Jerry C next, though, from Harden Plus. So we'll put that in here. We're all good to know. But I enjoyed that, Martin. It was a great track, and I kind of want to check out Genshin Impact my own time. For your quest. 9 million plays, though. I think I've heard this one. This is like the OG in it. This is like super duper shreddy in it. For this to have been released on here in... Acapella. Oh, it's tricky, eh? Yeah, I think... If acapella is like, if it's got any, like, if it's telling a story through the vocals, I think that's definitely not an instrumental. But like, you could argue that beatboxing is an instrumental because you're not telling a story. Do you know what I mean? It's tricky, Shinyuda. I'd have to think about that, eh? And thank you, Harden Plus. Wow. Really? Dude, Jerry C nailed it, man. That's awesome, dude. Good on him. I kind of can't fathom that. Imagine becoming a YouTube star and then like becoming the, like 13 years later, like becoming the music director of Sony Music Entertainment. Like that's a huge journey. That's a big journey, you know? Well done. Well done on the success, dude. I hope that he enjoys that as much as he enjoys, this is worth doing Cannon Rock. Yeah, see, Harden Plus, like, I live in New Zealand, right? And I don't think I started watching YouTube until, like, 2008. So, like, I found out about YouTube way later on, dude. Our internet in New Zealand at that point was complete garbage. Complete terrible nonsense, right? So, like, we didn't have the capacity to really watch YouTube here in New Zealand, you know? But yeah, thank you, Harden Plus. I appreciate you introducing him to me. That's awesome, dude. It's a good time. And then this guitar work is just absolutely mind-blowing, dude, right? This guitar work is absolutely sensational. I can't even like fathom this, dude. Like the guy shreds like an absolute maniac. I wonder how he plays now, though. Like, do you reckon he kept up his guitar, or did he take a break from it? Again, like if you're familiar with the song, it's like an elaborate kind of like a growth from that, I suppose. Yeah, it's nice for him to bring it down a little bit at this point. Oh, is he sweeping on the right side? It's so clean though. What? Really? Okay, seriously? He got Jerry C to cover himself. Glad Jerry's still active. This is lovely though, isn't it? It's a real great vibe to it. Oh, key change? Oh, going down. It's kind of weird to have the guitars panned on the sides like that, kind of sticking in there, you know. Although I suppose at this point you've already kind of had most of what the song has to offer. Dude, I don't know how to do this, man. It's too much. And we're fading it out. We're fading it out. Dude, Harden Plus, thank you. Thank you for that suggestion. It's great to revisit the nostalgia of old school YouTube and go check out Canon Rock. Again, I discovered Jerry C 3 years too late. I think by the time I found Jerry C, other people were already covering his stuff, like from years back. So, oh, dude. Very impressive, though. Great Canon Rock, and it fits the theme, so that's a bonus. We've got Corey 7931 though with Olympia from Corey Wong. Really, really, okay. Oh, it's funky though. Really, no way, it's funky though. This is a big shift, isn't it? What? No, dude. Power station? Can I just read through that as well once we listen? Ah, sick. Thank you. So this is what Corey Wong's all about, yeah? Dude, it baps, it slaps, it pops. The production is sublime and sincere. And the what else have we got here going on, man? What else have we got going on here? It blows my friggin' mind, dude. Like the tenacity of this. It's so peaceful though at the same time, Paul. I'm blown away by this, man. It's very jazzy. Like I've seen Corey Wong's Neural DSP plugin. I've always thought I should probably figure out who this Corey Wong did is, but we've got it. Again, for these lead voicings, without any words to kind of capture you like that. Call and response, please. Emphasize. Oh my goodness, that flute. It's more jazz though, you know? You never have too much jazz from Olympia. Maybe doesn't like. Let me check out Cory Wong in my own time. Because that's the thing, as I understand it, Cory Wong is predominantly a guitarist. So for him to come in that late with the lead guitar line is just testament to his confidence and also the persuasiveness of writing great music. What other stuff has he done? I'm kind of curious, eh? Oh. Wow, dude, yes. Wow, look at all those listeners, man. What a beast. I've liked 15 songs by Cory Wong. Oh, the whole album, right? Alright. Oh, here's Snapbacks and Pizza Cart and stuff. And the Sunny Tea. Oh, that's dope, man. Oh, there we go. Dude, who's Wolfpack? Who's Wolfpack? That's a crazy name for an act, man. Wolfpack. Wolfpack. What? Oh, they got a lot of love too, man. Look at them. Sensational. The success is well deserved, to be fair. Well deserved. It's kind of criminal that they haven't got as much attention as his other pieces. Like, look at that, man. You got Victor Wooten on display here. Victor Wooten, the bass player, the marvelous, the virtuoso. Yeah, he knew how high that was going. He knew how heavy that was going, and he needed to bring it back down then. We needed that journey to retract a little bit, you know? Great dynamic shift there. Very playful with these strings and the piano and that saxophone, and just the overall, the recording quality is sensational, dude. Yeah, research result. Damn, dude, Wolfpack. They seem like one to watch, although people are already watching them. They're doing very well for themselves, dude. And we're just popping out. Yeah, like Polyphia are a fantastic band, man. I got through like half of Goat and like was just like, dude, how does he even do this? Who is Tim Henson and what did they give him at birth to make him that just ridiculous? Ridiculous. But Paul7931 with Cory Wong's Olympia, thank you for opening my eyes to an incredible musician who I think everybody needs to have a listen to. Cory Wong's absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna be right back. It's gonna be a moment, and we're just gonna be there, and boom, I'll just be sick. Okay. BRB. BRB. Okay. Right. Damn. That will teach me for drinking an entire bottle of water before I do a live stream. Olympia, thank you for the choice, Paul7931. We got Shin Yida next. Does the unvoiced soundtrack in the movie fit today's theme? If there is a theme that fits today, I would like to recommend Top Gun Anthem. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Got Shin Yida. Cool. Well, we can do that. I think so. If it's an unvoiced. Hang on, does it? Is it instrumental though? Is it? I don't know, man. It's tough. I don't know. Top Gun Anthem. It's tricky. We go here. Man. This might be? It could be. We're gonna find out anyways. If this has words, we might not be able to use it. I mean, I'm enjoying it so far. It's nice just to have this guitar line sort of follow us out. I assume this is the right one anyways. Yeah, it's just nice to have the lead guitar carrying us out, you know? It's great, you know? It's a good development of that. In fact, have any of you seen the movie? Island Music Instruments, thank you. Cheers. Again, like the development of that lead guitar there, like it's almost like we're trying to turn it more into a voice in the absence of it. And these charming little 80s kind of flickery, splashy bits on there. And the delay chains? Oh no, snares though, like for real. And just like the development of these lead lines here, like, how do you even... I'm wondering how they sort of wrote this, because you'd have to think, right, that when you have that much space to be able to thread the tappy kind of solos like that, along with the tremolo stuff, you know, you'd have to phrase it, because you didn't just have shred the entire time, right? We're just doing a fade out here as well. Damn, dude. Snap, Crackle, and Pop. Like, that's gorgeous. Like, it's almost like, you know, wait, 1999? Was that released in 1999? Was Top Gun released in special expanded edition? So they like double it twice. Was that released in like 1999? What? No, there's no way Top Gun movie release was done in 1999. What? No, no. Yeah, it was 1986. I was wondering about that. I thought, yeah, no, Tom Cruise looked like too young for it to be 1999. Damn, dude. Damn. But thank you for that, Shinyuda. I appreciate that. I appreciate that support there. It's good. And it was a good pick. You know, it fit well with the instrumental theme. That was gorgeous. We've got Ben next. Recommend Cornfield by Hans Zimmer. Okay, I'm going to put that on now. And Shum. Excellent. Alright, so before I go here. Not 99. Yeah, I didn't think it was 99A. Go here. Yeah, so it's not 9. Yeah, I thought it was 86. Yeah, Jay. I was kind of tripping for a moment. I was like, no, this can't be it. This can't possibly be it. It's Cornfield Chase. Oh, Cornfield Chase. Yeah, Hans Zimmer. 206. Oh, dude, I had a music student. I had a music student who would do nothing but play this. And he loved it to pieces. I still have, actually. I still work with him. He's releasing a single at the moment, helping him produce it. And again, just like the gradual development there, we have that incidental thing there where it's like all spacey with those kind of filtered out little instrumental bits for the strings. And then you have the organs come in, it's almost like a holy spiritual experience. You think it's a sad movie? See, I don't know if it's a sad movie. I wouldn't know, because I haven't really watched Interstellar before. What's Interstellar about? And just the build there, just increase the intensity of the perceived loudness of it with those strings and how it gradually grew in volume to a point where you didn't think it'd get any louder, and then it just kind of pads out, right? Just fades out, splash. Yeah, that's good to know. Thank you, Andreas. I appreciate that. And still has amazing like sci-fi. So is it specifically sci-fi? Like one of the greatest movies? Well, thank you, Ben. It's good to know. All right. Because, like, what did Interstellar get on Rotten Tomatoes? We go Interstellar, Rotten Tomatoes. Good. Oh, dude, it did pretty well. It did pretty well. Like, I can see here. Don't know if you guys can see it. On Rotten Tomatoes, it got 73. 73 on Rotten Tomatoes. And it got 86 from an audience score. Yeah, I'll enable ads. I'll always enable ads. 73 and 86. There we go. And Stellar, PG, 2014. It cannot have been 8 years since this came out, because I remember it coming out. That's so what? It was 2 hours 45. That's a long movie, dude. That's a long movie. But I mean, as long as it's entertaining, right? But that was Cornfield Chase. Thank you, Ben. Fantastic choice. I appreciate that. Yeah? Gotta check it out. Do you think it's worth checking out? That's good to know. That is good to know. Thank you, RG Right. I appreciate that. Yeah. Dope. Mr. Z. We got Mr. D next. Thank you to Ben for that previous suggestion. We got Mr. Z here. Jay Chow. Really? Is this an instrumental? It might be. Oh, okay. Oh, he wrote this. Is this a song he wrote? Cool, thank you. Because, like Secret, right? He played it. Dude, Jay Charles a fantastic. It was in 2006 as well. Was this before or after he recorded Secret? It's in the next album. Is it? Oh, so like, is he doing instrumentals in his albums now? Because if that's cool, if that's the case. Curse of the Golden Flower. Well, he goes majorish here. I don't know how to specifically call the chord progression at this point when I split it around into more, like, so let's see what in thoughts in my head. Like, the first is look at his art. Like, he's in a Warriors outfit, right? Because the Golden Flower. Oh, because like people were talking about as well how he did like acting and stuff like that, eh? So if he's writing music and acting, I mean, that's pretty impressive if you think about it. It's such a smooth flowing track. When I listen to this, I think, how could they possibly Like, what story are they trying to tell? Because I haven't watched the movie, right? I haven't watched the movie, and I want to understand it better. But it just it moves around and revolves so effortlessly. I think it is all on piano, yeah. I think it is all on piano. I have to hand it to Jay. Like, not only does Jay know how to create an entire arrangement and get it all recorded and mixed and mastered the way he wants and sing over top of it, but he also knows how to just do a piano instrumental like this and make it just as compelling. And that is not an easy thing to do. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Guys, like, literally, you know, like irrespective of the 3 minute thing that we talked about for like half of today's live stream, which was super fun. Super fun time. And I don't it'll just be from moving forward. Um Basically, I don't mind. You can put through whatever music you like. As long as it fits the theme. Like classical music, to be fair, is typically instrumental, so you could have put in a classical song, you know? That would have been fine. Would have been fine, you know? I'm not going to tell you what kind of music you should, you should send in for a request. Because the express purpose of these like fan request live streams is for people to come in and share their music, right? You know? You know what I mean? It's to share music and just have a chill time whilst doing it. Oh, really? He did a Gujing version of the song. Oh, what? So you're telling me that Jay Chou has done several versions of it? How many versions of this? Oh, cool. Well, I look forward to doing the seventh album in the first Saturday of August, I think, because we're in July now. The next month is August, you know. So it's very exciting. I've been told that the first six J Chou albums are really good, and then I've been told that the arc from the sixth is not as good. So I'm looking forward to seeing where we go moving forward with these next J Chou albums. We will see. We will see. That's all good. Anyways, so good. No worries. Again, this is just what pisses me off is when these live streams just can't be chill. I just want to have a nice chill time listening to music with people. I just want to have a good time. That's how it should be. You know, hearing each other's favorite songs and getting them reviewed and checked out. It's meant to be super chill. It's just meant so super easy, you know. Hang on. But thank you to Mr. Z for that. Yeah. Exactly. They're just opinions, you know. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're correct. You're absolutely right, RG. Right. Absolutely. Thank you, Miss You. I am doing better today. And that's fine. We got RC. There we go. Yanni. See, I don't know anything about Yanni. You know? And RG, right, I'm glad. Like, opinions are tricky. You just gotta tolerate them as best we can, right? Apparently Yanni gets a lot of attention though doing these gigs and stuff like that. The 9th is his peak. I see. Skies. Wow, really? Dude. Dude. Yeah, I don't see why not. Although it's worth noting, guys, that this has probably been the last song to the night. I will say though, yeah, RC's gone. Look, guys, this live stream has just been it's been a rough live stream, so I'm completely okay if people weren't hanging around for it. Yeah. 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 But yeah, this will be the last song for today, and that's okay. Again, just like the bass resonance on those strings there, and the difference in the approach of the speed of it and the implementation. Sorry, what? No. Sorry. No way is this a thing. What are we doing here? Why is this suddenly gone into electro? I don't get it. This is full on, dude. This is intense. This is a vibe, right? And then the trumpets. And the trumpets, right? Because of Yanni. Yeah, but I don't know anything about Yanni. Tell me about Yanni. Tell me about Yanni. Tell me about Yanni. Tell me about him. I don't know. Yeah, help a brother out. Because I just see a long-haired, like, man with a mustache staring up at the sky. Like, I don't know anything about him. He's very confusing to me. Again, like, if he's arranging all of this and putting it together and making it occur the way he is, then he's like an absolute, like, he's an absolute, like, savant, isn't he? Never got to know. Well, to be fair, this came out in 2006, right? So I assume this is, I don't know if he's still going, right? But either way, it's fine, right? We can hear it out. I mean, it's testament to the ability of this human being with the orchestral background. Hang on. Is it? No, it's fine. We're okay. No, it's been good. I don't know, Drew. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know why you can't hear no sound, man. I don't know why you can't hear sound. I have no clue. Look. This has been a brutal live stream. This has probably been one of the hardest live streams I've had to do. I don't I don't know if Jacob is going to be back. I have gotten messages from him outside of this live stream. Um, Apparently some people are really pissed off about the 3-minute rule. I, you know, like that's gonna happen when you do something like this. Um, Before we go any further, thank you to everyone who has watched until this point and who has requested music, because I do appreciate you putting in the time to come along on a Sunday and just hang and vibe with music, right? You know, it's been tough to kind of get these live streams to a point where like they make sense, in the sense of trying to find time to do them, the right amount of time spent sort of structuring them and staging them. And yeah, no, absolutely. Again, like, yeah, exactly. I'm not like upset or frustrated. It's just I feel sad, you know, as a closing comment, because what I would love is for people to understand that it is literally just because this, it's just so that people can get their music heard and they can vibe with it. There is the irony of the situation is that I've been thinking of like even like compromising on the SP patron and member live streams that I want to do. And I've been thinking of allowing SP patrons an extra minute for their picks once a month and their respective live streams. Just because I know that going from 5 to 3 is so like kind of crappy. So I think, most singles are 2 to 4. So going to 4 minutes for SP patrons with the live stream next week is, I think, a fair thing, a fair compromise. Um yeah. But at the end of the day, I've got to make these decisions and see where the cards lay. At the end of the day, thank you for watching. Hopefully you had some new music that you found today and you enjoyed it. Thank you. Have a great weekend, and I will catch you in the next live stream. Yeah. Spot hands up.